Hi, I'm Laurent.
Hi, I'm Josh,
And welcome to Elite Professional Dog Training. We're excited to take out about 10 or 15 minutes to explain to you about us, what we do, what makes us different, and why we care. So we have a couple services. One of our preferences is the bootcamp. Let's explain why. There are horror stories that have happened where they send their dog off and something happens and then tragedy occurs. Whenever we bring any dog in, we always like to make the owners feel comfortable. So you'll always get a tour of the facility. You'll always get to meet us, so you'll get to see whether we can be a fit or not. If we work together, here's what happens. We bond with your dog first. A lot of dogs that come in here could be stressed out, and sometimes they won't eat for a couple days. We are not going to pressure the dog until the dog feels comfortable. So, meaning, we're gonna bond with the dog, we're going to play with the dog, and when the dog feels comfortable, the dog will start eating. Once the dog starts eating, then we can start teaching the behaviors that we need them to do.
One of the reasons that we prefer the boot camp to some other programs is because with the boot camp, your dog gets to be a professional dog trainer's dog for 4 to 6 weeks. That means for 4 to 6 weeks, every interaction, every moment, right, is catered to the dog and specifically planned out by us, the trainers, to maximize the effects of the training. With private lessons, we show you how to handle the dog, but it's up to you to follow through. Whereas for the boot camp, we as the trainers can make sure everything's on point, everything's meticulous, we follow through, and then we show you how to handle your dog. So we don't just pass the dog off and say, good luck. We have 3 sessions, right? 1 at the facility, 2 in your home, where we show you how to handle and drive this car that we've now souped up for you to help you long-term.
The transition process, the 3 days, and the reason why we break it up into 3 days is because it takes time for you to process everything that we're teaching you. We're very meticulous on how we teach you. Reason being is because we want to make sure that you can get the best out of your dog. So the first session is at the facility, so you can see that your dog does all the behaviors that we told you we were going to do. Now, here's where it gets tricky. There's a transitional process from the facility to the house, okay? We always like to emphasize with our owners that once he comes back home or she comes back home, your dog is going to test the boundaries. Why is your dog going to test the boundaries? A, because we don't break the dog's personality, all right? Or we don't break the dog's spirit. That is a big no-no. A lot of times you get the horror stories of my dog is well trained, but my dog doesn't have a personality. Now, we like to have our dogs that have the same personality, but with obedience behind it. We have to have it that way because that's the only way we're going to get the best out of the dog. So, when the dog comes home, we train you before the dog actually comes home. So, first session here, second session we come to the house and we see if everything starts to click together. If it doesn't click together, we'll hold the dog until the third session because we're not just going to just drop the dog off and see you later. Doesn't work like that because your success is our success.